Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now in this envelope is a Ryzen 5 1600 processor, hopefully. I ordered it last night off an online advertisement site thing and I paid with PayPal, and I'm actually surprised to see that it turned up today, but that could definitely be a good sign. What I'm not sure about is that it's in this thin envelope, but the seller did have quite a good rating, so all that's left to do is crack into this and see if we've actually got a Ryzen 5 1600 for about £70 under retail price here in the UK. As you can see, it's just held together with a thin bit of sellotape, and I have taken my address off of the envelope for obvious security reasons and whatnot. Okay, so that's a good that's a good sign. Oh, that's a very good sign. Here we go, come on, quickly, we're just going to do it quickly. Oh, yes, a Ryzen 5 16, is that a Ryzen 5? Yes, it is. Beautiful. It's actually got the sticker as well, which is a nice touch. So all that's left to do now is get it in the system, see what sort of upgrade you can expect with this over a Ryzen 3, and I'll see you in the other room. So after confirming that we did indeed have a Ryzen 5 and applying the all-important finishing touches, it was time to test this thing out and get into why I wanted one of these in the first place, considering I've been using the very capable Quad Core Ryzen 3 1200 at 3.9 GHz up until now. So first, the specs. The Ryzen 5 1600 has 6 cores and 12 threads and is clocked at 3.2 GHz out of the box. That brings me straight onto my first reason for purchase, editing. Unlike gaming, editing is heavily dependent on the CPU primarily, and programs like Premiere Pro will benefit from the extra cores and threads. As you can see here, before we even get into rendering, full resolution preview playback is smooth at 60 FPS compared to my Ryzen 3, which could only play back smoothly at lower quality. As for rendering itself, this 1080p 60 FPS gameplay clip completed in just 16 seconds with the stock Ryzen 5 compared to 29 seconds with my overclocked Ryzen 3. These are both great times, but as I spend most of my days editing, it will be a very welcome speed increase and allow me to create larger file sizes in less time, therefore resulting in better quality videos. Another example would be recording gameplay. If I can't use my recording hardware for whatever reason, then I have to rely on software, whether that be NVIDIA Shadowplay, MSI Afterburner or OBS. Shadowplay is the least demanding, but I noticed that there may occasionally be delay or stutter in recorded clips with Afterburner or OBS, even if it wasn't present in the gameplay itself. Take this AC Origins gameplay here. It's a super CPU intensive game that stutters at the best of times and struggles when simultaneously recording. While there is still a little stutter with OBS here at a high bitrate, it's still an improvement over my Ryzen 3 1200. Not that much, but frame drops aren't as severe. Speaking of which, let's move on to gaming. Sticking with Origins and take a look first at the CPU and GPU usage. You'll see that the 3GB 1060 is now holding back the Ryzen 5, whereas the Ryzen 3 was holding back the graphics card. We've also seen an increase from 40 FPS on average with the 1200 to 52 with the 1600. Ironically, my own components aren't the ones tested as much these days, and editing is definitely my main reason for the upgrade. The bottom line is that if productivity is your thing like me, then you will benefit from the extra cores. Having said that, my old Ryzen 3 1200 still offers excellent performance at the price point, and there is no way I would have bought this if I didn't find it at a cheap used price, and I didn't make videos because, to be honest, if you're just gaming, then the Ryzen 3 will still do nicely with anything up to the 3GB GTX 1060 in terms of finding a graphics card. I just want to end the video now by taking a look at a couple of other gameplay benchmarks and CPU benchmarks here, so hopefully you can get an idea of the upgrade that I've made to my personal system. As I said before, if you're just gaming, then the Ryzen 3 will still do you perfectly if you're on a budget. So there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it gives you a good idea of how the Ryzen 5 1600 performs when compared to the cheapest Ryzen offering on the market, and I hope that it helps you out should you be considering either one of the two as well. If you are looking to spend a bit more on the Ryzen 5 1600, then you could easily go ahead and pair that with whatever card you like. But if you're going to buy the Ryzen 3 1200, then from my experience I would have to recommend nothing higher than the 3GB 1060 to avoid any bottlenecks. But as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one.